All right, Shabbat Shalom to all that are present and to all our brothers and sisters that are connected to us and join in with us by the way of technology. Shabbat Shalom to all health, joy, peace, wealth, strength, energy, and happiness, and most all continue to do the Most High's will. Seek Him in all that He, in all your choice and decision making, and go with what He says. He says, "My sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow." So we're going to dive into the Word today. We give the Most High praise for another day of life, another day that He's allowed us to come together, another day and a whole nother week that He's, just brought us through from seen and unseen dangers, accidents and incidents, even of everything that may have come up. We thank the Most High just for victory. We thank Him for dominion. We thank Him just for who He is. We thank Him just even right now for joy. We're going to take about a minute out and just thank Him. We thank Him for His loving kindness. We thank Him for His tender mercies. We thank Him for making ways out of no ways. We thank Him just for who He is. We thank Him just for the life of His blood flowing in us. We thank Him for divine health. We thank Him that we are eternally youthful. We thank Him for His joy. His joy lives in us. His joy vibrates through us, and we give joy. We thank Him just because of His Ruach that dwells on the inside of us and guides us into His will in all things. We thank Him because we can thank Him. We give Him honor and we give Him praise for His mercy, for His grace. We just thank Him for His word and the clarity and the understanding and the overstanding and the understanding of it. We thank Him. Thank you, O Most High. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We never want to get so complacent or lackluster or just so loose till we begin to be unsensitized to who He is. So we just take this time out, not to just to do it for a religious fashion or form, but to really mean it. I thank you. I thank you, man. I thank you so much. I thank you. Thank you for those midday, late night hour, just whispers that I got you. I'm with you. Do not fear. I thank you for never just guiding us astray. I thank you. I thank you for the doors that you have opened and for the ones that you shut. I thank you for your spiritual connections. I thank you, for just revealing those that are assigned to us and those that are attached to us. So I thank you. I thank you, oh Father. I thank you just for love and bringing loving relationships, loving friendships, loving brotherhood, loving sisterhood. I thank you. I thank you, oh Father. I thank you. I thank you for now. I thank you for this day, this right here, right now. The very place where we sit, stand, or listen from. I just want to thank you that I have a voice, I have a mouth, I can open up to you and tell you thank you. I appreciate you. So thankful for yet another day you've given me life to see. I thank you. Oh, I thank you. I thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the many things that you're doing for my good. I thank you. Just for the knowing that all I got to do is stay in your will. Do what you say. Keep my mind stayed on you. Stayed on you. Stayed in you. Your peace that the world can't give, no amount of money can't give, it keeps me. And no matter what I face, I always win. No matter what I face, I go through, it all works together for my good. I thank you, Father, for your word. I thank you now. Oh, I thank you. Maybe I didn't thank you enough during the week, but I'm thanking you right now. maybe I gave too much focus on situations, circumstances, or just got to do this, got to do that. But I'm bringing my mind into focus on the one who created everything, the one who is really about. And I ask that you may forgive me for where I transgressed against you in my mind, my communication, my deeds. I just confess it to you, whatever it may be, right where I'm at, where I listen from, I confess, I release it. Anything in my conscious, my subconscious, I release it all, whether it may be fear, stress, anxiety, unforgiveness, things that I might need to confess. I just release that, oh Father, that you can dwell in me richly and be who you need to be in me. I thank you. I release myself from any type of condemnation. You're not condemning, oh Father, you're liberating. I thank you now. I thank you. And right while we're at this thank you point, I want you to, just like I say, at that, right where you at, sit at or listen at, just really just kind of think on yourself. And you know anything that you got inside of you and your conscious and your subconscious, I don't care what, if it ain't like the Most High, confess that and get that up out of you. Not permitting anything else that's not his word and not who he is have a life force in me. I release that. Not finna be a part of sadness, madness, anxiety, stress. I release whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. Go ahead and take that time out and do that. We thank you in advance, Father, just for your word and what you're going to say to us on today. We give you honor. We give you honor just to be privileged to hear it, to study it, to receive it. We thank you for it. Truly, it is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. It never leads us astray. And we give you praise and honor for what you're going to say to us on the day. And we know if we do just what it says, all shall be well with us. All shall be well. All right. We're going to dive into the book now. And I'm going to title this one, Draw Closer to the Most High. Draw closer. Draw closer. You know, we live in times where you hear a lot of things that are going on in the dispensation time period that we live in, and you see a lot of things where, say, maybe there's going to be a shortage of rice or of water, or I know we went through a couple periods of it when they was doing the gas thing here, probably what was it, about 2 or 3 years ago. People was rushing to get gas, and even locally, some folks saw people basically almost getting in fights because of a communication that went out, and the people were rushing to get it because they were wanting to make sure they were sufficient in what they needed, right? And so they rushed to get the gas, or here's another one. They rushed to buy all the toilet paper up. Y'all remember that? People could even find toilet paper. That was what, just about 2 or 3 years ago. People were buying up all the toilet paper, and because they didn't want to be without any wiping mechanisms. They want to make sure they have enough double ply sheets. Most folks don't use double ply, but double ply, if you go do that, you need to get double ply. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, they was just buying all the toilet paper up because they was just, and people, it was amazing how it was on, they would put, people, it would get broadcasted, whether it be social media or the news. And once people hear it, once people heard that word, heard that communication, what they did, they ran to make sure that they were prepared. And the thing that you look at today is our people are so unsensitized to what's really going on in the world that we live in because of so many distractions. And so many of our people don't even realize you up under a spell and can't even see it. A spell just has you, watch, I just go with what I feel. I go with what I want. And all this stuff is breaking out all around you. War. Most people don't know that this nation is in a horrific war because they put so much stuff before you with sports, music, all kind of freak meat, from colleges, trying to be a Greek, trying to do all this stuff that don't mean nothing, and don't even realize that this book that we got, it's a prophetic book that for every generation, it tells you what's going on in the time period that you're living on. And for the chosen remnant, it's for them to discipline themselves to live in such a way that they're not caught off guard. That they're not caught off guard. The people were buying all that toilet paper up because they didn't want to get caught off guard, right? They were getting gas, getting all that gas because they didn't want to get caught off guard. But one thing that you notice, and I see it so prevalent now, that there's nobody rushing for the word no more. I see people that really don't have a whole lot of time for the Most High no more. They don't, because of don't realize I'm up under a spell and don't even know it. I don't even have time for them like I used to. Or I know I was taught that, but I'm gonna go back into it. But the Most High is something that the Most High, one thing about His word even talks about there would be a time period just like that. They rush to get gas, toilet paper, and whatever. But when it comes to let me make sure my soul is prepared, because the Bible talks about how the Most High, He's gonna come like a thief in the night. In other words, you ain't gonna know when He coming. So caught up with this, so caught up with that. And then He said people will have such a distaste, they don't want to hear the word of the Most High. But He talks about it, and we're going to hear what He got to say about it today. It's not a time not to draw away from Him. It's a time to draw to Him. And some folks, you be honest with yourself, you got to realize I'm really not connected like I need to be. I'm just going through a routine. I'm so disconnected, because you can get so disconnected when it seems like, well, I got this, I can do, got this, I got that, I can go eat where I want, I can go where I want, I got this, but you forgot, the earth is the Most High and the fullness thereof. Everything that you have, everything that you're able to obtain, you better know who's the author of it, right? Who it belongs to. Every door that you've been privileged to walk into, every promotion that you better understand. If he promotes you, let me say this: if He promotes you and blesses you, He don't bless you just for you to be selfish and for your family. You know why He blesses us? That's just more of He giving you a bigger range of people to reach, to show, watch, I'm going to sit my servant in front of these, and watch, by me sitting my servant, him or her, in this position, they going to know that there's a true Elohim in the earth. He don't do it for me to consume it and say, look at me and just dress up and no. He opened them doors, watch. So watch, now I can put you in front of a bigger crowd, Joseph, right? Joseph, I'm finna take you and put you in a whole pagan nation. This whole pagan nation for a season go turn from serving pagan gods, the Egyptian God, and they go begin to serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So when he blesses you and promotes, that's what he's doing it for. But I see so many folks, man, and it's terrible. But one thing about the Most High, he talks about don't make things an idol. Some folks, you make things an idol, and the Most High go strike your idols. And every man has to look within himself, and you know, you look at your own relationship with the Most High. You can't account for mine, and I can't account for yours. We got to only account for our own relationship, you see? And you have to look within yourself and say, man, am I really connected to the Most High? I just read my Bible because I was supposed to, but watch, I ain't letting it get into me. I ain't really trying to do that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't really care. I don't really care about none of that Most High stuff. I don't really, because there's a day that's going to come that, watch, the thing that I'm not even going to say thing, the Most High that you're drawing away from, you going to realize out of everything that you should have drawn, that you should have, you should have drawn to, it should have only been the Most High. That's the one that you shouldn't have drawn away from, because he's the center of it all. He's the center of it all. He wants us to draw to him, so watch, we can attract those things that are what? From him. When we draw away from him, guess what? We start attracting those things that, watch, are not like him. They come as wolves in sheep clothing. They come sounding good. But I really just have to be honest. Like I said, you just have to really be honest with yourself. Some people listen to the message. Don't even do that. Don't do that. Sometimes that's a catch too. They be, yeah. Sometimes that could be a cover up. You're not really in agreement, because when you look at this, you got to really go within you, you know. And I was telling my son, I say, things don't get better until you work on yourself. When you work on yourself, when you make yourself better, things around you get better. When you make yourself better, things around you get better, and the better starts with watch. Let me connect to my Creator and what he says, and discipline myself to do that. Then watch what happens. Because what he is, that's what I should be. He ain't stress, he ain't sadness, he ain't depression, he ain't none of that. So if I'm attracted to that, that means, watch, I'm far away from him, right? I need to watch, man. I'm vacationing, I'm going here, I'm getting this new, I'm getting that new, but guess what? I'm far away from the Most High, though. I'm so far away from it. And there's a day and time that comes when, watch, all this other stuff, it ain't gonna mean nothing. What's gonna mean everything to you is, watch, the one that you put inside of you. The Elohim that you choose to serve, to watch that. It's gonna be able to guide you on how to maneuver through tough times. So we're gonna see what the book say, and we're gonna move on from there. Let's go to, let's go to Amos, Elder. Amos chapter 8, verse, we're going to be doing verses 11 through 12. Amos chapter 8, verses 11 through 12. Everything I said, the Most High warns us that in these end times that there will be a great famine. But look what he talks about the famine go be. Go ahead on, Elder.
Behold, the days come, saith the Most High Elohim, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High.
The Most High said he gonna send a famine, right? And the famine that he's gonna send, when we talk about famine, there's gonna be a lacking, right? A famine means that, watch, there's nothing. There's something lack. There's a extreme lack. What's another terminology I could use for that? Famine. A drought. When there's drought, there's no life. He said, I'm going to send. And listen what this, like I say, when we doing this, you have to look and look, you judge yourself with the word. You have to look at, okay, what I'm getting right now, let me see, watch, how I line up with what's being taught right now. He said, I'm going to send a famine, and that famine going to be a what, elder?
Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High. So now,
look at this. So watch. People go think that they're good because guess what? They eating steaks. They eating, some of them eating every unclean thing that the Most High said not to eat. They're able to go to the hibachi. They're able to go to the Brazilian steakhouse. They can go to everybody's house and eat. Big Mama house. They go everywhere they want. So he said, ain't gonna be about no food. They drinking whatever they want. He said, but the famine, the drought will be watched. Is those that choose to hear the word. Right? He said, watch. In other words, what he's saying, there's not going to be an urgency. We're living in a time where there's no urgency where people want to hear the word. There's not an urgency at all. I know people close there, when I listen to them, I say, I hear more than what you're saying. That church, with a church, what you mean? That church is the reason why you have what you have. Why some things are still with you. But he said, I'm a sin, and I'm talking about we're living in these very times right now, what they call 2024. It's happening in real time. It's happening in real time. Go ahead.
And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, and shall not find it.
Okay, so he said he goes send a famine. In other words, what? Of the word, but watch, he said there's gonna come a time where, well, watch, they're gonna be looking for it. But he ain't gonna make it, he's gonna make it, well, watch, you can't find it no more. You can't get it no more. They're gonna be going here and there, but because watch, understand this, the Most High even has a time period for you to seek him. There's not gonna always be a time period for you to seek him. He gonna see what? He gonna shut that time period off. Where you keep thinking, I got time, I'm tired, I don't really want to do it on the Sabbath, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to, he said, well, I'm gonna send a famine. But then he said, it ain't gonna be a bread and water. And then he said, there's gonna be a time of what? They're gonna be going to and fro trying to find, I want to hear what God got to say. I want to hear what the Most High got to say. He gonna say, but they ain't gonna be able to what?
Shall not find it.
He said, watch, you ain't gonna find it. Because he said, there's another scripture that said, he said, seek me now while I may be what? Seek me now while I may be found. You don't determine when you go seek him. When he said seek him now, I was just telling my son this. I said, one of my things I done corn down, and I said, and this is the thing, I said, Mike, I got another little thing I done corn. I said, you want to hear? And then I tell you that in the car? And he said, yeah. I said, I don't got next. I got now. He looking like, oh, there, here you go again. I said, Mike, I don't got next. I got now. But when the Most High says, seek me now, that's today. That is a time. Now is a time. Why do you think he used the word now? He didn't say later, now. Because what we go find out is, guess what? He's going to begin to shut down. He's going to shut it down, but watch. There's going to be a time of watch. You can look for me all you want to, but guess what? I gave you a time to seek me, but you were rebellious. You were seeking everything except me. You were researching everything except me. So guess what? You ain't going to be finding them. Say they're going to be going coast to coast, right? Flying here, trips everywhere, trying to find it. And most I say, you ain't going to be able to find me. Because when I told you to seek me, you didn't think it was important because guess what? You had idols. You had money. You had things going your way. So guess what? Your idols can make you high-minded. And how do you know you got idols? You don't study the word. You don't discipline yourself with the word. When the word is coming, then you challenge the word. Something that the Most High is. You coming to challenge it as if, watch, the messenger who he got to deliver it wrote it. But the messenger didn't write it. He just giving you what the Most High has wrote. But you challenge, that means what? You have another idol. You have an idol. And so the Most High says, watch, notice, and I'm prophesying, so I'm going to begin to strike your idols. The things that, watch, you think, many think that, watch, the Most High is with me because I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. He says, what? I'm going to do it. And then watch, when he hit their idols, this is when they're now going to go from here, from sea to sea. They're looking for the Most High because what? My idol done got struck. The thing that I was putting my trust in, the thing that I was seeking while I wasn't seeking the Most High, it ain't working for me no more. Now I want the Most High. The Most High go say, you know what? But I don't want you. When I wanted you, you didn't want me. So guess what? I don't want you now. It's going to be deep, man. Watch. Okay. That was verse 12?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, like I say, the Most High, he warns that in these end times, there would be a great famine of the word. Many of our people continue to ignore this. They ignore it. We just come out of Mother's Day. We finna go into Father's Day. You cannot make clean what the Most High call impure. I don't care what tradition. We done taught on all these things. You cannot. Give me Job 14:4. Let me knock that out real quick. Because all these holidays, I don't care what your mama, your granddaddy, your daddy, watch, they are not superior to the Most High. They are not superior to him. And they gonna have to answer to him. He don't change his word for them. And this is how you know it ain't from the Most High. Why? On these days, folks get mad, they get upset. What you getting upset with people that want to live by the scripture? Because what you going by ain't even in the book. It ain't in there. Go ahead.
Job 14:4.
Uh-huh.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Who can bring a clean thing out of what?
An unclean.
You can't watch. I don't care what tradition you come up with and whatever. We doing it for the kids. We doing it for the family. We doing it. You doing it for everybody except the Most High. You doing it for the vine. Y'all remember they used to do it for the vine. You remember that? Yeah, you doing it for everything except the Most High. You can bring a what?
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
But continue to go on. Watch. I don't got time. We finna go do this. We finna go do this. And this is another thing the Most High was dealing with. He said what? People said what? I just can't do that. I just can't. I hear you say I just can't, but long as you can use that if the Most High told you not to. But don't just say I just can't. Make sure what you saying you can't do, he told you not to do it. Because people done got so loose, so why you realize you're not even led anymore. You do whatever because watch. For our people, when they get a little bit of money, they go crazy. They get a little bit of they go crazy. Some people watch. They base everything on what they have. You ever seen like when people they have less, they serve God more? The more that they have, the more that they have, the more distance they get from the Most High. The more that they have, watch, when they didn't have nothing, they used to fast and everything. When they didn't have anything, watch, they be in the room praising the Most High for 30 minutes. Just in praise. I ain't even went into prayer yet. But now they got everything. I ain't got, let me hurry up so we can hurry up and get here before it's too late. Wow. Okay. Remember when the Most High sends such a message like this, and I can only speak for what I give. I can't speak for no other messenger. I know what the Most High give me to give. It ain't, it's not by chance. It's not by chance, it's for a reason. And like I say, with this message, you have to look at yourself. And like I say, where are you at with the Most High? Because he said he gonna send a famine. A famine mean what? People they do not want to hear. They don't want to hear. They could be in a place with a closed spirit. The Most High said, how you go sit there and the word being proclaimed and your spirit closed? But there's gonna come a day, well, watch, you go wish your spirit wasn't closed. Especially when you're in a, and I can speak for what coming. I can't speak for nobody else, but I can speak for here. So, all right. So Job just told you what, you can't bring nothing that the Most High call impure and make it pure. So all your traditions, all these days, yeah, you can't do that. We go do, because you know how they try to make it pure. We're doing it for the family. We do it. What about the kids? What about you start serving the Most High before what you cause destruction to come to yourself? How about that? Because the Most High, all this what about, is the Most High in your ear talking about what about? The Most High don't do what abouts. That's how you know you're in your flesh. When people, what about you? Say what the Most High said. Our Elohim, throughout the scripture, ain't never did a what about. Right? Yeah. And so watch, we, especially as the elders, we have to teach our young men and young, this is how you serve the Most High, because guess what? When you're doing that with your kids, guess what? Now your kids go get with a spot. What about, where do you think they learned that from? And the Most High said, you didn't stand for me like you should. Now what? Your offspring doing the same rebellious thing that you're doing. That's what happened to Israel, right? But when watch, we come into when the awakening is not just for us to know who we are, but to stand in y'all like we need to stand. So he can stand up in us, right? Like he needs to stand. He can watch, speak through us, counsel through us, answer through us, be that salt, be that light through us that watch. We're not saying we're just the salt and light that watch. No, you can watch. You know that you have come into the presence of the salt and light and watch. You can feel the energy. You can feel the frequency coming from him or her because they stand in y'all like they supposed to. That's what he called us to be, right? That's what he calls us to be. So even when we had little talks with what we had earlier, that's because we're standing because what? We're going against a world that don't care nothing about the word of Yah. That if anything, they're trying to steal our seed, even trying to steal some of us. That no, I got to discipline my mind because he's telling me there's going to be a famine. And when you realize I'm going to repent right now because what? I've been a little famished with the word. I've been a little famished, with seeking him. But Father, I thank you for your words. And when he give you a word, this is why, this is what you praise him at what? Man, I was a little off, but I'm finna get it right now. I thank the Most High that I can get it right, that I don't fall into this. That's why that's why when you hear this, some people, they get, here you go. See, that's the wrong spirit. When the Most High give you like a word, you say if you're off, and the word comes to correct you. See, you're so off and you're so selfish, you don't realize to watch. That's love, because the Most High said he chastises, corrects those that watch. If I'm off with him, he gonna send a word of correction for me to what? Get right, because he wished that none should what? Perish. He don't want us perishing, watch, out of his joy. He don't want us perishing out of his peace. He don't want us perishing out of his will, watch, that maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. He don't want us to perish out of none of that. See, we ain't got to death yet. He don't want us to perish out of our health, because watch, we're carrying around stress and anxiety, and watch, we don't know what the doctors can't find us because it's spiritual. You got unforgiveness. You got things that in an ego that watch needs to be released because pride is sitting there. Let me release this. Then watch, my body begins to line up. I begin to get healed in my bones and my ligaments. Everything starts to line up. I don't have to have some doctor practicing on me. Now I got it. It's spiritual. I got it right now. He don't want me perishing like that. But he said, I'm going to send a famine. They ain't going to want to hear it, Elder. They ain't going to want to hear it until it's too late. All right. We in there now, baby. We in there. I told Mike, I said, boy, I got a word. And then what kind of word I told you I had, Mike? Right now. I said not later, but right now. Ain't that what I told you? I was with that energy in the car, right? You know how it is. Let's go. You know how it is. Let's go. I said, Mike, I got a word, buddy. I got a word. I thank the Most High for his word. Give me Isaiah 55:7. Isaiah 55. See, you ain't gonna get this at nowhere a person that they ain't finna get this. They ain't finna get their mind stimulated like this. They ain't gonna get it nowhere. Watch this. Go ahead, Elder. Isaiah 55, verse 7.
Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Most High, and he will have mercy upon him.
Let him do what?
Return unto the Most High, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our Elohim, for he will abundantly pardon.
Okay. Go up to verse 6 and come back down to 7.
Seek the Most High while he may be found.
While he what?
May be found.
So we realize if he said while he may be found, don't mean that he's gonna always be what? Found. He ain't gonna always die. You go, here you is, day and night, angry, pissed, stressed, depressed, sleeping, going in and out, got this, all this, and I think about my grandmother, I'm like, man, mama gone just like that. Mama gone just like that. And I think about life, I was like, how many people go in and out? They got this against this person, that the thing and watch. You got time. You got time. Just like that. 97 years. Just like that. Boom. Just yesterday, when Wednesday, every boom. Gone. I'm carrying this, I'm carrying that. Seeking while he may be found, me watch. And if I'm seeking him, watch. I'm seeking his will, his ways. To put it, not just to read, to say I read my Bible, but to put it in me, like we had that session, right? Where I said, anything that's not like the Most High, because we're made in his image and his likeness, I need to confess that up out of me, because whatever you sit inside of your consciousness and your subconscious, that is a God that's ruling in you. That's why you act the way you act. That's why you see the way you see. That's why you dream the way you dream. That's why you have depression, stress, and anxiety, because you have another God that you have chosen through your thoughts and what you meditate on. But I have to release myself from that, right? I got to release myself from that. Sadness and madness and depression is not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So guess what? I release that. I'm not walking around with that. He says, watch, I should have what? Life and life more abundantly, and that's what I'm chasing. I'm going to ascend to that. I'm going to be that. Life and life more abundant. When I step into a place, I'm going to be life. When I get in people's life, watch, I'm going to be a life giver. I'm going to bring joy. I'm going to be an answer to people because he's an answer. He's not a problem. And guess what? I won't be selective because guess what? I got something for everybody. Because guess what? The Most High that I serve, he got something for who? And if I'm his child, then guess what? That DNA runs richly in me. Right? Give me verse 5 again. 6. Yeah, 6. Sorry.
Seek ye the Most High, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Okay, so you see, he's telling you that there's a time. Y'all can see that, right? Just with that verse, there is a time period.
But what has you so distracted or what? I don't got to do that. I don't want to read that. And so the Most High said, what? I don't care if you're a teenager, what? Something you go find yourself. You go find yourself. He said, I'm going to send a famine. They ain't going to want to have nothing to do with the word. But they're going to want to have something to do with all this other stuff. Those are your gods. That's why when you look at people and say, what's wrong with you? They got another God in them. They serving another God. And whenever you serve another God, you're supposed to look sad, mad, right? Yeah, you're supposed to. That's what, because if it's no way you're giving yourself to the Most High and disciplining yourself to line up. Then you know what? That ain't the Most High. I'm going to confess that up out of him because he told me to do what? Cast down every high imagination that exalts itself up against him, right? So he lives in me. So when he's telling me to cast it down, I'm guarding the Most High consciousness mindset that lives in me. Anything that comes against the Most High mindset in me, I cast out fear, I cast out loneliness, I cast out so I don't receive that. Jealousy, and I cast that out. Because if you don't cast it out, guess what? It takes root on the inside of you, becomes a God. It becomes a ruler. God means a ruler. God equals ruler. It begins to rule in your thought process, your dream life. You can't see, you don't know what you're supposed to do in life. Because what? You ain't serving the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then when you ain't serving him to somebody that is, now you have an issue with them because what? Anytime you have an issue with somebody that's serving God, that lets you know that what? You can't have the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and have envy in you. That's another God. That's another God. But he says what? Seek who?
Seek ye the Most High while he may be found.
While he's telling you what? He's sending the prophet Isaiah to tell, he's telling the people, seek me. And you would think, watch, the creator that made us, right? That should just be a given. But you think about, just think about it really, that the Most High got to send a message to tell the people that he made, he created, to seek him. That's like you being a boss, right? And you hire an employee to maybe to wash dishes. That's like you go, I hired you to wash dishes. What you sit down for? Can you go wash the dishes? Right? So the Most High, he's having to tell her what? Go tell my creation. It's like they don't forgot. Seek me. And the reason why he's saying seek me, why do you think he's saying seek me? Because they're seeking everything besides him. They're seeking everything else besides him. And watch, when it comes to seeking him, they're trying to seek a way not to do what he says. That's the time we live in. They're seeking a way, well, how can I get around not doing what the Most High has commanded? He said that's the kind of seeking that they're doing with me. But that's not right. That's not right. Everything that you have, every promotion, everything that you have from your children to who you are, your life, your health, that's the Most High. Whether you know it or not, you know it today. That's the Most High. The eyes that you can see me, the ears that you can hear me with, that's the Most High. That unseen force. He's the one causing you to be able to have all that and to do all that. Watch this now. So we see with Isaiah, there's a time period. He says, seek me when?
While he may be found.
While he may be found. So we know that there are going to be some days coming when, watch, we're not going to have that luxury of seeking him, right? You know, I was reading up something where they talked about they were forbidden Bibles. Have y'all heard about that? Burning Bibles and all kind of things, huh?
They're proposing to rewrite it and take out some more scriptures.
Yeah.
That are controversial or cause, I forget the words. What's it? What is it? Anti-Semitism, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
See that, you know, they're threatening to take away like internet, like TikTok, because TikTok, there's so much truth going around to what they never knew that what all this knowledge, so they threatened to shut off. So he said, seek me now, because there's gonna come a time period where you ain't finna be going on the website and clicking on things. You ain't finna, but guess what? When these things happen, you ain't put the Most High inside of you, guess what's gonna happen? You gonna go crazy. Because you've been seeking everything else inside him. All this other stuff ain't gonna mean nothing. Sports, gaming, all this, it ain't gonna mean nothing. Nothing at all. I remember in the old church, they just say only what you do for God will last. And that's true. That's true. And so with this generation, we see such a strong force of antichrist. Just pushing, getting our people, trying to get our people so far away. I see people my age just, you out here, but what? Then you go do that and you go to a church and you go, what are you doing? What are you doing? Then when somebody gets sick, they out there just crying, putting out broken hearts. You know, just they want God to come in but you ain't been seeking the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that do miracles and signs and wonders. Oh, you want him when you want him. Okay. All right, we're about done. Go with me. Job 9, verse 24. Job 9, chapter 24. Excuse me, Job 9, verse 24. Job chapter 9, verse 24. My bad.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Okay. So he's telling you the earth is given to the what? The hands of who?
Wicked.
The wicked. He covers the faces of the judges. Meanwhile, he controls what the leaders of the earth do and what they promote. And see, when you look, just sit back and not be so caught up in what we go do today, what we got planned, and just look around and look at all this evil that we're around. You got folks, basically, you go outside. I remember you used to have to go buy a nasty book to see a naked person. You go outside, you can basically see a whole naked person in the store, out here at the park, where, you know, it's just what? They're showing everything. Our people taking on all type of other people's ways and rituals and how they look. Our people weren't never supposed to take on all these things. We had our own distinguished look. But watch, you see it being promoted, especially with our male race on the commercials. They continue to promote homosexual black men because they know if that Israelite man stand up and be who he needs to be, he cannot be contended with. So guess what? We're going to destroy their strength. We're going to use their women to destroy them. We're going to use all kinds, because guess what? Because there's an order, the Most High, then the man, he said, when that comes into order, when that man, he walks in the order of Yah and who Yah made him to be. Then watch, I begin to line things up like I need to be aligned. So watch, to keep the alignment, watch, I'm going to continue to promote this. Watch, I'm going to give your rappers, your singers, the people that you look up to, watch, your favorite athletes, they're going to be wearing dresses. Your favorite, your so-called rappers, we're going to put a nice beat to their music, but watch, when you just listen to the lyrics, they're not saying nothing. But you're going to be headbanging, you're going to go to sleep with that music in your ear, putting them spirits inside of you. You're going to be listening to all this crazy stuff that the Most High said. Don't you know there's a spirit with that? That's why I told you to guard your heart, which is your mind. I can't be listening to everybody's crap. But they keep promoting it. You turn, like I said, you turn on television now, it used to be like commercial. You can see two women just tongue kissing, two men just basically about to have sex with each other on a commercial. He said, why is that? Because he's telling you, Job just told, because the wicked, the world's been given into the hands of the wicked. And they cover the faces of the judges. In other words, they determine what the leaderships of all nations do. And what they watch, promote in those nations. That's why. But it's not for us to be bamboozled, hoodwinked, or caught up under spell to what's been going on. But many of our people are rocked in their mind. They're just going with it. They're going with, I don't know, that's kind of just too churchy. That's just kind of that's what they were saying in Noah day. You know that? He said it's going to be like the days of Noah. In the days of Noah, they were like, that's too churchy, that's too much. And then when it started raining, there was some lackluster people in there that they seemed like they was with it, but the Most High say, I see your heart, you're far away from it because you play one picture with this people, but then you play another tune when you get around this people. You got to be the same person everywhere you go, right? If I can't be the same person everywhere I go, I won't be around you. If you try to change my character and what I believe and what I stand for, I just watch. I can't do you. I'm sorry. Because I'm not going to try to change what you believe, but you definitely ain't finna make me strong, gonna make me, do what you want. That's not going to happen because I don't even make you do what I want. You got free will, I got free will. Okay? All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 27 through 28. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 27 through 28. Proverbs chapter 1.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
But I will what?
Will not answer.
But I will what?
Will not answer.
Go ahead.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
You see? Isaiah told us, right? Isaiah told us that the Most High said, seek me while I may be found, right? Now, look what he's giving Solomon to tell the people. He said, now, because you've been so rebellious and you've been seeking everything aside me, but guess what? Whatever you're seeking, there's going to be a reaping from it. Whatever you're seeking, whatever you give your mind to and your actions to and your life to, guess what? You're going to reap from that. You're going to reap from that. And the reaping is this. He says, watch. When your what cometh, elder?
When your fear cometh.
So since you ain't served the Most High, guess what's coming to you? Not faith, but
fear.
Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation.
Desolation's coming, and what's coming up? What else is coming?
And your destruction.
Because you didn't seek the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, fear, desolation, and
destruction.
It's what?
Cometh.
It's cometh. Come on.
As a whirlwind.
As a what?
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind. That's a mighty force. That is a mighty force. It ain't gonna be what? It ain't gonna be like it's just gradual. When you think about a whirlwind, go on YouTube and see how a whirlwind, that comes as a mighty force. A mighty force with great strength and great power. Go ahead.
When distress and anguish.
What's going to come to them because they didn't serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
Distress and anguish.
Some people are in distress right now. And the reason you're in distress because you don't serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And what?
And anguish.
You see all these things that are attached to them that watch. When seek him, when he wanted to be sought. But soon as issues came up, now they want the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the one who does signs, miracles, and wonders. Watch, the one who controls the sea and the winds. Now they want him now. But he said, guess what? I don't want you. But you go get this, because this is what you wanted. This is what you were seeking. This is who you made your ruler. You didn't make me your God. You didn't make me your Elohim. So you getting all these: fear, desolation, destruction, distress, anguish. It come up upon them. Go ahead, finish it what it says.
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
I will not answer. Do you see? Watch. I don't care about a person quoting scriptures. I don't care about a person. I don't care, but I got to make sure they serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the people that I'm connected with. Because guess what? When you say what? It don't mean nothing because somebody say they praying for you. Are they connected to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? You see what I'm saying? Do they do this book? Because you got a lot of people, they stand up on the form of godliness, right? But deny the power thereof. I don't need, I gotta have that real stuff with me, right? I can't be lost in the sauce, man, messing around with people that have a religious spirit on them. Because watch, the ones that have a religious spirit on them, they watch anguish, destroy, all this fear, all this stuff, they manifest these things. And you watch, if you pay attention to folks, you can see this stuff in people today. Anguish, you can see it. Certain situations, you'll see these things rise up in them. Destruction, no joy, no peace, no money, no nothing. No, why? Because when you don't serve the God of these things happen. These things happen, watch. Something can be, watch, on a small scale. Well, I can see this, watch, I'm anguish. Well, that lets you know, watch. I need to get with the real God, right? The real Elohim. I need to discipline myself with the one who made me in his image and his likeness. And stop making excuses. Let me get my ego and my pride out the way. And serve him for real, for real. Because he said they're going to call upon him. What's going to happen, brother?
But I will not answer.
I will not answer. See, watch. And I was telling my son, I said, when you really begin to serve the Most High, you ain't going to have that many people around you. You ain't gonna have that many friends because nobody's really trying to serve and do what the Most High say. Most people I know, they're trying to get around the scriptures. They're trying to find a way not to do it. But it's okay because he says it'll be just like the days of Noah. Nobody didn't want to be around Noah, but when you go read Adam and Eve, but it tells you all of them trying to get into the boat, and the unclean animals that the Most High didn't allow to get in the boat, he sent them to destroy the people that was trying to get in. See, they keep thinking that this is a joke, brother. They think this is a joke. Some people are like, where's everybody at? They're doing just what they did in the Bible days. That's where everybody's at. When you go somewhere, watch. They everywhere, watch. Getting caught up in what he said in the last days. He said, what? They're going to be partying, giving it. And that's what they're doing. They don't have time to hear the word. They don't have time to listen to the message. They're not even listening to the messages. Until something go wrong. But the Most High said, watch. They go call, but watch. What he say?
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Let me tell you something. This is me personally. This is how I go about the Most High. Man, if I wronged anybody, the Most High, if I done something wrong, let me go. I don't play like that. I don't care who you are. Because do you see that? I'm like, because my thing is, how can you read something like this and just continue to live on? I don't get it. The Most High said, watch, son, your day is no different from the days of Noah. He said, I told you, right? But you know, man, that thing hit me to the bone. You understand what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm calling on him and he don't hear me. I'm seeking him and he don't. I don't. Because he knows deep down on the inside, if I be real with myself, I really wasn't trying to do what you want. I didn't want you really. Because what? Seemed like serving you wasn't no fun. I couldn't do nothing. And the whole key was, it was about it wasn't about you, because I forgot that what? You created me for your good pleasure. You created me for your purpose. But I got so caught up in what I wanted to watch, I can care less about what you wanted, Most High. So I began to seek what I wanted, and I didn't seek you, but I thought I was good, because what? For a season, it seemed like everything was going right for me. Nothing wasn't going wrong for me. And that's how they got the seed, right? That's how they got the seed to know that. Do you think if things were going wrong for them, that they would have kept avoiding? No. Things had to be going right for them not to receive the word, right? Just like today. Things are going so good for them. I don't got time for I have some people say, I done kind of elevated from the salt and light. Okay. You done elevated? I'm kind of above that now. Ooh. You above it now. But boy, I remember a time. Hey, Elder, I remember. I go there with I remember a time. I ain't gonna do it to him. I ain't gonna bout to, but yeah, you done got what? Just right there, man. Like I'm gonna call. He's Most High. He's man. You gonna call upon me? I ain't gonna even answer you. You gonna seek me? I ain't studying you. That's deep, ain't it, man? And so when you see somebody standing in the Most High, I'm not gonna watch. Some of y'all know watch. I'm not gonna go to him because I know what he or she gonna say. They're gonna say what God had to say. But I'm gonna go to you. The reason I go to you, I always know you're gonna compromise and go against what God said. But guess what? The one you keep going to that go against what God, you and them going down. And the one that you running from that you know ain't gonna flinch or flush from what the Most High say, guess what? That person gonna continue to be blessed. If you ever notice something about that person, they always have joy. They always have peace. They keep getting blessing after blessing. What the song say, every time I turn around, he keeps on what? Blessing me, right? Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. They was turning from Noah, right? They was turning from him. Watch now. I'm telling you, there ain't nothing on TV that's gonna be this good, y'all. Y'all ain't missing nothing out there. You ain't missing nothing out there, trust me. Nothing. On social media, nothing. No games, no, nothing is more important than this. Give me, we still in chapter 1. Let's go ahead and go on down to 29 through 33. Proverbs chapter 1, 29, 33. Let's rock with it.
For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High.
They hated knowledge. They hated watch. Knowing knowledge means to know the Most High will. They hate. I hate Sabbath. I hate coming here in church to hear, and I'd be glad when it's over. We there too long, but you can sit on this and sit on that 3 and 4 hours and watch and deal with people that full of demons. Full of spirit, but don't have no, but when it comes to the Most High stuff. Are you kidding me? He said they hated the knowledge, right? They hated it. Go ahead.
And did not choose the fear of the Most High.
And did not choose the fear of the Most High. They didn't choose it because everything going their way, but the Most High go strike your gods. I don't like reading. Somebody told me they don't like. How you don't like reading? You know the Most High. You can't pray for me. You don't even know him if you don't like it because you don't like reading. That already told me you're not reading the book like you're supposed to be. And that's just being honest. Go ahead.
They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof.
They didn't want none of the Most High's counsel. They hated like hell to hear what is the Most High saying about it. Y'all know y'all got them people in your life, right? What is the Most High? You hate like hell when that happens. I ain't going to him. I don't want to hear that. It's more to what? It's more. What do you mean? It's more to hear what the Most High is saying about it. What do you mean? It's more than what he said. They didn't want his counsel. He his counsel is always going to be about what he has written, right? The Most High cannot do everything. Most people say he can do everything. No, he can't. The Most High only does his laws. You see what I'm saying? He does not do everything. He only performs his laws. That's why he gives, this is how I move. They didn't want his counsel. Go ahead.
They despise all my reproof.
When he trying to correct them with the word, they start feeling some kind of way. They didn't want to hear correction. I don't want to hear that. As if, hearing the Most High correction is if it was evil. Go ahead.
Therefore, shall they eat of the fruit of their own way.
Come on.
And be filled with their own devices.
He said, watch. What's coming to you, that desolation, that destruction, that anguish, that fear, guess what? That's coming to you because you chose that. That's what you chose. You didn't choose me, so that's what you get. That's what you're going to get. No man going to be able to pray it off of you. You see? He said, look. He said, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own ways. Whatever eating, think about it. Whatever you partake of, whatever you put inside of you. We're going to say this. Whatever you put inside of you, whatever you put inside of your mind, that is your God. That is your ruler. He said what? And you're going to reap from the ruler that you chose. You're going to reap from those ways. My goodness. Now you see why, all these distractions. Do we have to go today? Can we not listen today? You see why, the enemy try to keep, because as long as you keep doing that, the farther you get away. The farther you get away, then what? Now you got somebody trying to take you to counsel, but it ain't the Most High counsel. Well, because the person you're going to get counsel from, they need counseling too. I had a person told me, say I was with a therapist, and what you gave me was more than what the therapist gave me. I said, but I didn't charge you, pay how much you paid him? And said the therapist told the therapist something, and the therapist said, can you say that again? That's good, I needed that. Are you kidding me? But come to me I think I need to make you my therapist. I said, all I'm giving you, baby, is what the Most High said. But they didn't want it. He said they didn't want the Most High counsel, right? This is where we're at right now, real time. And boy, it's a sad thing to see it. They don't want it. But think they got the Most High because they have a form of godliness, but deny the power thereof. Make me scratch my head like an elder. You know, they be, oh, folks be like, well, where do we go from there? When we finna go to the next verse. That's where we finna go. Go ahead.
Verse 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity.
See how Elder had to pause right there. You see, that's heavy. You can't sometimes you just can't keep reading it straight, man. That thing hit. The turning away. See, that's a choice, right? Pray for the devil. No, you the devil. The devil owned me. No, you the devil. You did all that choices. You chose not his counsel. You chose not his way. You chose to find a way not to do what he was saying. You chose people that you knew that didn't do what he said to come on, to get on your game plan. So guess what? All y'all getting it. None of y'all have peace. None of y'all have joy. All y'all wrestle with your personality because you ain't serving the Most High. And the one that you running from, the one that when y'all finally get tired of getting your head beat in, that person got joy, got peace, got strength. At some point, you got to realize we need to get on that same plan he or she is on. Yeah. And stop letting people turn us away from such people like that. You better be careful who you allow people to turn you away from. Go ahead.
And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Now that's where we want to be at right there. The what?
and the prosperity of fools shall destroy
Yeah,
them.
they get more prosperous, get more promoted, get more things, and draw away from the Most High. He said, "Why your prosperity and all this stuff, why you done draw away from it? You done graduated. You're at another level now." He said, "What? It's gonna do what?
Destroy them.
Go destroy them." He said, "Watch, what I open the door up to for you to go into, you have to stay committed to me, submitted in your spirit, which is your mind, to know how to perform that assignment, or the assignment gonna be too great for you." That is how Joseph was able to go into a pagan nation, watch, and bring order not only to Egypt but to the rest of the world, because he stayed submitted, disciplined to the Most High in his mind, even when Pharaoh put his own signet ring on and making him second in charge. He did not get caught up in the prosperity of what man could give him. He got caught up in the prosperity of the Spirit of Yah. He that has begun a good work in me, he gonna complete it. I gotta stay with him. He the one put me on this stage. Why would I go against him? Yeah, I'm thankful for the physical things that bring health and wealth, but guess what? I use them for what they have. Now I know why I'm here. I know why I've been given this stage. It's not for people. Why? So many people, they want to shine and be looked at. Most High, live in me, live through me, shine through me like you need to be for the time period you've given me to live on this earth. Shine through me like you need to be. You might be the only real person. Most people ain't used to having a genuine, real person coming in like, yeah, I come to show you realness and show you how it's supposed to look. Come on now. He said their prosperity. They made prosperity, their promotions, the things that they gained that of this world, they made them their gods. And when people don't shout them out, well, they ain't congratulating me for what? That's just part of the plan, right? You don't hear the apostles or prophets talk nothing like that, right? Our people do it all the time. David them had, well, you never hear David bragging on his wealth, right? He one of the richest men, no, Solomon, one of the richest men in the whole world, right? You never heard him bragging on his stuff. What verse was that?
32.
Go ahead.
But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
That part, Most High. That part. He's telling you, watch. Whosoever hearkening, whoever obey me, whoever choose me, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, live by my laws, statutes, and commandments, what's going to happen to them? Unto me, unto Michael J, you got to put your name there. Shall be what?
Shall dwell safely.
Go dwell safely, right? And shall be what?
Be quiet from fear of evil.
So watch, fear and evil gonna be all around them, but guess what? They're gonna be in safety. So that lets you know, watch, the ones that serve the Most High, all this stuff gonna be going on, but guess what? It ain't gonna be going on with them. You got two kind of people. You got two kind of people that you got a people that watch, that's experiencing fear, desolation, destruction, and anguish. Then you got the other people that watch. They hearken to the Most High, and they dwell in safely, and they live in a quiet life from all fear and evil. I like that. That's the one I want. That's the one I'm choosing. That's what I'm disciplining myself to do right there. Yeah. I don't care, watch, who turn away from it, who walk away. I don't care. Don't you know, watch, when you see Noah, when you read about Noah, don't you know he had a ton of family members? They all turned from him. They all walked away from him. Because they didn't like how he lived. But guess what? They wanted what he got when that storm hit, right? They wanted it. That's what, remember how we was talking about attachments and assignments? Them 7 others that was in the boat with him, they were assigned to him. All the rest of them, they were just attachments. They was only with him for what they got. Then watch, when it started raining, they act like they wanted him, right? Because they only wanted to be with him for what he had. He had that ark of protection. No, you can't get it. See, the Most High, watch. For those who trying to live up under somebody else's umbrella, you know you ain't living right. He's the Most High said, no. That ain't gonna work either. All right. Last one. Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5. Chapter 5, verses 2 through 4. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 2 through 4. And we're going to be done.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Most High so cometh as a thief in the night.
See, we talked about that before this started, right? Yeah, go ahead.
For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child. And they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief.
We ain't in darkness. So I could be teaching you anything. This type of message you rarely hear these days, right? Everything is about people they don't know that this is a prophetic book that's preparing people. And people are distracted like crazy now. Don't know what's going on. Traveling everywhere. Like I say, ain't nothing wrong with travel. You better make sure, before you do it, you better be praying and things. Going over here, going over there. So loose. Just, it's just, we've been going through so much. Then you go watch so-and-so and you still bound. You thought going to another land. No, you done perverted that land with that spirit you had over there. You done sent that spirit over there. Wasn't the Most High spirit, done dropped it off over there. Stop carrying somebody else's spirit everywhere. If you didn't carry the Most High spirit, dropping it off everywhere. You gotta go, cause we just been going and going and going and going. But he tells us, he's basically what the Most High is telling us, man. He's seek me now. Because he said he's coming like a thief in the night. A thief in the night, that's what we call a suddenly, right? A sudden, like things just suddenly happen. It ain't gonna be no gradual thing. I remember I was taking Mike to work the other day, man, and we got somewhere close to Kennesaw, man, and it like, I said, Mike, it's like it just turned dark all those. I'm talking about like in that area, it was like nighttime. Like, you see that? I said, see, son, I said, that's why you gotta stay ready. I said, the Most High say he gonna be showing you all kind of signs. I say, see, people see this, here you go again. But watch, all them here you go again type of people, when they gods get struck, then they go want to humble down, and then they watch. It's gonna be too late though, because they're not seeking anyway. They're living off of somebody else's relationship. If you're trying to live off somebody else's relationship, it ain't gonna work. Because just like we all have to stand before the Most High individually, we gotta all give account how we sought him, how we live for him, right? Okay, so like I said, the Most High, he's telling us, man, that we really need to be seeking him now while he may be found. He's made it very easy to seek him and find him, right? He's made it very easy to seek him and find him. But watch, so many people they so distracted. I can't wait till it's over so I can get back to my God. So I can get back to my God that I spent all my time with. Then you got folks asking you what's wrong with you. Nothing. You ain't serving the Most High. That's what's wrong with them. They choosing it. Take their God and watch. This is how you know it's a God. Take it from them and watch how they act. So you act all out like, oh, so wow. And so every man, every woman have to look within themselves. What have I made of God? What do I seek? Seek me what I spend all my time with. Definitely don't read the word every day. I don't pray. I don't ask the Most High what is His will for me. Some folks, you not heard that all. You like, ask what He said. What is He saying to you? You keep turning a deaf ear to that but the Most High said that you want to go on His counsel, right? Y'all just read that. He said they don't want my counsel. Then you get with people that don't live by the Most High counsel. The ones that don't live by the Most High counsel, they never have nothing. Never. And here you go. Boom. Let me get with somebody that I know can hear the Most High. That's listening to Him. So if you don't really feel that urgency in seeking Him now, the day of destruction go sneak up upon you suddenly. If you don't feel that urgency, something wrong with you. It's something like what Elder Woody was talking about in the beginning, like, knowing what's for you, what's not for, that's like, knowing who's for you, the right people and all that. Yeah, that's about seeking Him. Because the way the Most High sneaks up on you suddenly, watch, He'll allow people that don't mean you no good to come into your life and bring destruction to you. Do you know that? The enemy has people that he calls across your path to bring destruction to you, and you make it excuse. I know they don't serve God, but we just like to do this and what? I know they don't serve. Can you not bring up God? We're good. And here you go. And the more you around them, guess what? The farther you get away from them. You think Noah was around folks like that? How can two walk together unless they what? Come on up in here. And so, like I said, if you don't feel that urgency to seek Him, the Most High day of vengeance going to sneak up on you and you will be unprepared. Because, like I said, it looks like peace. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. It's going to be looking so beautiful, and then all of a sudden, boom. Sometimes it can look so beautiful to what? We're connected to a country. We're connected, like the business is booming and everything, and guess what? All of a sudden we gotta shut down. Oh, you made that a God though. You start looking down on people. Now your God has got struck. Why are we shut down? Because we ain't told you everything that was going on. We finna get into our bunkers. What's going on? They ain't got the right to tell you nothing. But you put so much trust in so many things except the Most High. And like I said, I'm not speaking this just because I don't got nothing to say. I'm not speaking this just this is another church sermon. I don't do those kind of things. I didn't choose this like that. This calling chose me. I had to respond to it though. Your calling go always choose you. Some of you running from it. It's choosing you running from it. The Most High got you in certain places and got certain people speaking in your life because you buck in the system so much. And He said, I'm going to use a messenger because you ain't hearing me right now. And how do you know you got a message? Because that messenger going to keep saying the same thing to you and they not go flinch. They don't flinch because you know why they don't flinch? Because they know they got an answer before the Most High in what they telling you. At some point, they have to give an account before the Most High. That's why they ain't flinching. That's why you can't get them to see your way. Because if your way ain't the Most High way, then they can't do that. Because they know they got an answer to the Most High for whatever they give you, whatever kind of direction they give you. That's why they don't flinch. But somebody that ain't living for them, you can get them called there. They'll go with you. They go with, but all y'all go down. You the one trying to be light all the time. Want to be light and can't stand up and say, "Oh, you going down." This is not that type of a party. Stand for y'all and see what happens, right? He said, when that day come, what? The ones that have hearkened to Him, giving their ear to hear what the Most High say, discipline themselves to do. He said, what? They go dwell in what? Safety, right? They're gonna be quiet. They're gonna have quietness while all this destruction is going on. While everybody else getting beat in the head, they'll be just like Noah. Look at them peacocks over there. They're so beautiful, honey. Look at, I didn't know lions could be so peaceful. Look at them. So, Father, we thank you today. We give you praise and honor for who you are. We thank you for your mercy, your kindness. We thank you for your word. I pray, Father, that we would choose to hear you in the urgency, oh Father, that you have given us through your word to seek you. And Father, where we have given our mind to seek everything outside of you, everything that's not like you, and put on a form of godliness, and knowing that we're not connected like we need to, we thank you, Most High, that today we can fix that. And so we connect with you. Any and everything that's not like you, Father, we go in individually and call that stuff out. We release ourselves from it. We thank you that your word is already delivered. So we line up with the word, oh Father. And we remove anything out of our conscious, subconscious that's not like you, Father, so you can dwell in us richly. We can hear like you hear. We can see like you see, think like you think, and speak like you speak. And we give you praise and honor for it, oh Father. To my brother and sister, say, brother, how do I get to serve the Most High? What did I need to do to start living for him? I'm going to give you an example prayer on how you can get started living for the Most High. And it goes like this. Most High, I just come to you today, and I ask that you may forgive me of my transgression. Forgive me for stealing from my brother. I went to my brother and told him that I've been stealing from him. When he runs me on errands, I've been stealing his loose dollar bills that he keeps in his glove compartment. And Most High, not only did I confess to him what I was doing, I also returned the money that I stole to him. So now I come to you, and I ask you to forgive me for stealing his money, oh Father, and anything, Father, that I've done or may have been doing that's not like you, by your spirit that now dwells inside of me. Reveal it to me so I can come and confess it. And if that sin has hurt somebody else, that I can go to them and make it right with them, oh Father. I thank you for today that you've given me the opportunity, Father, to repent, to turn from doing what's wrong, to turning to do what's right. And while I'm on my new journey, if I should fall and turn away from doing what's right, I pray that you would give me grace, that time period, to get back up, to get back aligned and obeying your word. I pray, Father, that you would send faithful brothers and sisters that are caught up in doing your will around me, that can keep me accountable to serving you like I'm supposed to. I thank you, Father, for this day and this time to start living for you. And I know that if I do everything that is written in this book, all shall go well with me. Okay, so it's that simple. You know, prayer is nothing but you having a conversation with the Most High. One of the main things when you get through talking to him, get quiet and listen. Hear him speak back to you. You say he speaks? Yeah, he speaks. Where he speaks at in your mind. He talks to you in your mind. What does he sound like? Doing what's right. It's peace. He reveals things that you need to do that's right. Making things right. That's how you know he's speaking to you. You say, what? You say, you mentioned transgression. What is transgression? That's just going against the Most High's instructions. For every aspect of life, the Most High has instructions for us to follow in the Bible. And when we do and follow those, obey and follow those, he causes his blessings to come upon us. When we don't follow him, he causes his curses to causes curses to come upon us. So there are two things that I want you to do. If you've taken out that time to say that prayer, the first thing is to get your Bible. Once you get your Bible, make sure you get a notepad, pen, pencil, highlighter so you can take notes. We're going to go to the Old Testament and start with the first book of the Old Testament, which is Genesis. And we're going to start studying from there. Say this prayer before you always study the Bible. Most High, grant me with the knowledge and wisdom of that knowledge of what you're saying to me through your word. If there's ever a time that you're studying the word and don't fully understand what you're studying, feel free to reach out to us so we can help you. Second thing I want you to do, especially if you're not local, is to reach out to us so we can find you a fellowship in the area that you're in that can keep you uplifted while you're on this journey. If we're not able to find a fellowship in your area, we're going to stay connected by the way of internet technology, which I do week in and week out in other states and other countries. The vision of the Salt and Light Church is to see mankind become productive in every area of their life so that we, the body of Christ, may have a positive effect on our society through YAHUSHUA the Christ.